are some of the common mistakes that Muslims make during the fast in Ramadan. Mistake number one. When one wants to make the intention to fast, he should not say it verbally. Intention is in the heart, because Allah knows whatever is in the heart. That is point number one. Point number two is the timing of suhoor, the dawn meal. A lot of people eat up to the time of the adhan of Fajr. It is a big mistake, because Ramadan fast does not start from the adhan of Fajr. According to a saying of the Prophet, Ramadan time starts from a time that if you were to read the Quran, from that time up to the time of adhan will be about 50 verses. What this means is that if Fajr adhan is about 4:45, it means you have to stop eating around 4:30, 4:20. You have to stop. You don't have to eat up to the time that the adhan is called for Fajr. The eating and the period lapse between the eating and the adhan should be equivalent to the time that one will need to read 50 verses of the Quran. The mistake number three. Mistake number three is that as if a lot of people, as if they are going to war with Ramadan. And because of this, a lot of people, the poor and the rich, they struggle to incur a lot of expenditure in Ramadan. Muslims of today do not lead simple lives and inexpensive lives in terms of eating in Ramadan. Ramadan is to help us cultivate the habit of simplicity, the habit of making things easy for ourselves. But just look at the dawn meal people take. Under normal circumstances, especially at least I know of Accra and other places, a lot of people do not eat 3 meals, 3 square meals, no. Today, a lot of people are eating 2 meals. But because of this mentality of going into imminent war with fasting, they spend a lot of money in the morning to cook, and in the evening, the breakfast plus dinner. So they end up spending more money on food. Imagine somebody eating banku at 3 a.m. Somebody eating fufu at 3 a.m. Somebody taking in ampesier at 3 a.m. Indeed, this is a practice far away from simplicity and easiness. What was the practice of the Prophet? The Prophet of simplicity, the Prophet of Rahmah, the Prophet of compassion, the Prophet who always strived to make life very simple and comfortable for people, because his examples were supposed to be followed. He did examples or led a life that will make the poor comfortable. According to a narration of Abu Hurairah, the Prophet's dawn meal, that is suhoor, was jur'atan min al-ma'i wa tamratayn. That a cup of water and 2 pieces of dates. That was his dawn meal. Compare that to yours and mine today. Are we on the right track? And then again, we need another mistake number 4. We are supposed to join the Jama'ah prayer all the time. But some people in Ramadan, they stay away. It is forbidden for us to do that. Mistake number 5. We need to know that At the beginning of this presentation, I said the pillars of fasting are three: intention, the fasting itself, and the period it takes for us to fast. These are the pillars. And the pillars come along with things that will have to be placed on the pillars. Mistake number 5 is that a lot of Muslims who are bad in character continue to be bad. They don't even change. In other words, one of the key mistakes is that some people will be fasting, but the morals of Ramadan will be ignored. Patience, rahmah, compassion, and mercy. And then, mistake number 6. A lot of Muslims, because when you are going into any venture, you need to know what is it. A lot of Muslims do not take the trouble to read a lot about Ramadan so that their fasting will be based on knowledge. Mistake number 7. Some people out there think that when you are fasting, you don't have to swallow the saliva in your mouth. Saliva does not invalidate. It does not make your fasting invalid. You can also use perfume and soap and wash down. One other mistake is that when you are breaking the fast, please don't take in anything that is based on acid. Orange, pineapple, and all those stuff that has acid in them. Avoid them because they will lead to gastritis and ulcer. Because the stomach is empty, don't put in orange. It will corrode the stomach wall and lead to inflammation of the stomach. Finally, we have to put up good character so that during the whole month, there are some people, Ramadan, they are good. After Ramadan, they are bad. That is hypocrisy of the worst kind. The Quran says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu dkhulu fi silmi kafa. That all you who believe, enter into total, and I will add consistent submission to the Almighty. And more especially, in this holy month where the Prophet says, Awwaluhu rahmah, the beginning of the month, the first 10 days is mercy. Wa awsathu maghfirah, the second 10 days represent forgiveness. Wa akhiruhu itqun min an-nar, and the last 10 days represent salvation from the hellfire. What else do we want again? That is a great word from the messenger of Allah to you